Morning, folks. Brian here, Geomagnetic Earth Watch on Friday, March 24, 2023 on our planet. Just a little quick talk before I take my daughter outside to plant some vegetables. Get your kids involved, eh? Anyway, have things slowed down a little bit in the news? Balloons, UFOs, wars, all that stuff. Anyway, very quick talk about the geomagnetic excursion that we are currently underway on. Folks, one of three things is going to happen. And no one knows, except for him. One, at some point, the geomagnetic north and people, no one ever mentions geomagnetic south, but geomagnetic north, well, and that's because our compasses and GPS, as everything is based on magnetic north. Anyway, one, it's going to slow down and start returning back to Canada, which it probably won't do. Two, continue on an excursion and re-establish itself about 45 degrees, 45 to 90 degrees, resulting in multiple magnetic poles around our planet, really wreaking havoc with our magnetic field lines, completely destabilizing them, leaving us with down to as low as 5% field strength. Or three, it will continue and then accelerate. The two poles will meet somewhere in the Indian Ocean off the coast of Sumatra, Indonesia, and then progress into a full reversal, the last time being 708,000 years ago. It's irrelevant trying to figure out which one is going to happen. The fact that our magnetic poles are no longer in antipodal positions, south, north, but north and then south. That in itself has weakened our protective magnetic field. Now, forget this stupidity nonsense, including you 40-degree followers, that this month is the end of the world. Geomagnetic excursions, depending on which documentation that you read. The average length of time is 7,000 years. Other reports suggest it can be 10 times faster, therefore 700 years. Some people think within a generation. However, it has already been ongoing for the past 120 years. We have already passed a generation time period. So no one knows for sure. It could very well continue at whatever pace it is. Please stop listening to that fraudster idiot on the other side of the pond. Pay attention to how our planet and its inhabitants are responding. Pay attention to two other things, people. Pay attention to the predictive programming which is ongoing right now. Have you noticed there's more news, mostly on the internet? I've unplugged myself from the television years ago, so I have no idea what's going on there. But we are slowly being programmed. Today's, I believe I posted it on my Facebook, on the Earth changes, the accelerated Earth changes to watch out for. I'm not going to repeat what I posted. So we are slowly being programmed and prepared. The United Nations onslaught of reports of floods of biblical proportions, and we're going to be losing our fresh water supply, etc., etc., etc. That, of course, is a false narrative to cover up for something else that's inbound. So we are being told quietly about accelerated Earth changes, more and more asteroids inbound, and how they are labeling them. 12 camels big, 250 alligators big, 300-foot city killer asteroid between the Earth and the Moon tomorrow. We're being programmed, okay? Second, if a YouTuber is not bringing this information to you, the early warning signs, I'm not talking about the sun and the sun only. I'm talking about the earth changes signs. Or if a YouTuber is constantly begging for money, or if a YouTuber has on several occasions does this to you, you need to seriously reevaluate who you are following. So, eyes open, pay attention to what's going on, continue to think about your preps. Now, about this geomagnetic storm that increased to G4 severe, came here unexpectedly. Everybody's so pinpoint focused on one single thing, as I keep on saying, the sun. No one else has considered anything else. GCRs, galactic cosmic rays, that are coming in. The coronal hole opening, yes. But the G3 and then the G4 severe geomagnetic storm is catching people off guard. So that suggests that is an indication of just how weak our protective magnetosphere really is. So again, I'm going to go off and do some gardening for the rest of the day. Pay attention to all these internet news reports coming out. They are telling us what is going to happen. However, they are providing a false cover story, a false narrative. And if anybody out there in YouTube land is not bringing you this information, maybe they're part of the deception.